morning, everybody. I'm just on my way to Royce Engineering in Bilston. Royce make, they do some amazing engineering. They make drive shafts, hubs, wheel adapters, wheel centres, anything really. Supply most of the vintage and veteran market and a lot of the classic market. A lot of high-end stuff, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and they do a lot of one-off stuff as well. So we're on our way there. Well, I'm on my way there now because we've got a Rolls-Royce 2025 back axle on a client's car that we need to fit WO style hubs to carry the WO 21-inch wheels. I haven't got it in the car, it's on the back. Quite a lot of machining work to do to make one of these. So I'm just going to go and see Dave now and see if it's something they, I know they can do it, but see if it's something they've got the time to do. Do you want to take me through, Dave? This is Dave.
Come on in, Dan.
Dave Wood from Awesome. This is an amazing workshop where they make all the splined hubs for all kinds of cars. This is the machinery they use. Oh, is that the spline cutter?
That's a spline cutter for a shaft, that is. We're doing a steering shaft here for a Jaguar.
Okay.
So, spline both ends, 48 tough both ends. I'm just going to knock it off now. That one's actually finished.
Oh. How old is this machine, Dave?
It's older than me, and this is.
Is it?
It's about 40.
About
It's about 60, 65 years.
Is it? There's a batch, look.
This is a set of wheel centres for type 42, so your MG or your Healy, Morgan, that sort of size of wheel.
Yeah. And you've always got these in stock?
No, mostly we've got these in stock, but you know, we're making this batch for a particular
client.
customer.
Yeah.
So they'll go from here now to have the centre broach.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's all done in house.
No, the broaching isn't done in house. We haven't got a broaching machine for that.
Okay.
But it's the only operation that's done outside.
Okay.
And that comes from a solid piece of steel, something along this side. So that's not particular one, but something like that.
There's a lot of waste there.
A lot of waste, yeah. A lot of scrap. A lot of swarm.
You do a lot of bespoke stuff as well, then, Dave, don't you? People want something.
Bentley,
Okay.
Type 62, type 72 wheel spinners.
Okay, so they're unfinished. They're gonna have the sensors cut
Yeah,
out.
they've got everything, the binders. They've got the engraving as well, and then obviously so we go out for polishing and plating.
Yeah. There's one. Look. If anybody needs anything bespoke making or what, just call Awesome Equipment on the internet.
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah.
And,
we'll have a go at most things like the project.
Yeah, yeah. We've still got our project to get on with it, the Lee Francis.
We have, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did have a good look at that.
Yeah.
We'll talk a bit more about that.
Yeah, we will do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Thank you very much, Dave.
Okay, let's try again. So last time when we were trying to talk these down, we didn't have the correct, well, we needed a crow's foot, so we've got a ring end crow's foot now to do those with. However, I'm going to struggle because I need to find the other socket. Okay. Last one for this side, and then last couple on the other. Right, okay, so torque down. Right, I'm just gonna go through now and just test all of these. Probably really boring to watch right now, so I don't even know if I'll put this in the video, but just going through now and just double checking in the on all the torques just to make sure. And 48. Okay, cool. So we've torqued all the head bolts down now. So next what we're going to be doing is the inlet manifold adapters. So Lee's made these studs. Probably can't see very well because it's not going to focus. So Lee's made some studs for all of these. So I'm going to put some of these in with the adapters, gaskets, spring washer and a nut. And then I think we were going to bolt the carburetors on. Right, okay, so change of plan. I'm just going to take these back out because I haven't actually cleaned this surface. It's got some of that gold paint on, so I'm just going to get a standing blade and just scrape that so it's clean, so we know it's actually going to make a good seal with the gasket.
Carburetors are now mounted temporarily because obviously we need to join all of the carbs together. We can have them singular, operating separately, but it might be easier for us to make a complete system to work off one cable or one rod.
Looks nice though.
Looks lovely. It was a lot of work just getting to here, isn't there? So we gotta strip all these down now. We've still got to put balance pipes in the manifolds, but overall that looks wonderful. The military engine comes with quite a big, horrible distributor. It's a waterproof distributor. George will show a picture of one when we get back. So what we want to do is fit a Mark 6 style distributor, which is this, but this has got 6 lobes, so that's for a 6-cylinder one, and it picks up in there. Oh, that's just turning, isn't it, George?
Yeah, he's took that out.
Yeah, took the pin out. Yeah, of course. So we have had to get. Yeah, this is from a Daimler Dart. So it's a different configuration, as you can see.
And too long.
And it's too long. So Lee makes an adapter post, which goes on there like that. Nice clean little unit. And then, you want to show what we do, George? Well,
That comes off there, doesn't it?
Take that pin out. take that off,
and then
we measure the difference
yeah,
on the post.
yeah. And it was a 50 mil difference from the base.
Yeah.
So then Lee's made this, and he's going to put the end in there to drive off the.
He's going to spark a road it in.
What? What are you going to do with that, Lee? To put the end in?
Yeah, it'll spark then.
Yeah. And then he's just going to spark the pin now, so we can fit that on.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same.
And it'll be the
drive.
same as that. So we can adapt any distributor to fit, really.
Also,
So that'll be a nice clean little bit of adaptation. We're also in the middle of looking at the we're going to make these 4 8-litre WO rear splines, but with all the Rolls-Royce fitment. So that will have a Rolls-Royce fitment with WO 8-litre rear splines. We're going to completely change all the brakes. We've made some big back plates, which we've covered in a previous video. These back plates, look.
I don't think you'll be able to see in there, so it's pretty much at the top, about to fire or just fired. So Dad's got some points, so I'm just going to change these ones. They're old. Probably do something with the wires on it as well, because amazing. Couldn't get a rotor arm, so we're gonna have to get a rotor arm. But the only issue is, so some rotor arms where the slot is, the actual arm faces the other way, and we're not sure if it's going to face the same way or the other way. But I suppose it's not a massive issue because it'll just be 180 out. Okay, yeah. So we're changing the points, getting this bolted on to the engine, and then we're going to do the HT leads. Dad's got some new caps, so we're just going to get onto that now. Just thought I'd update this as we go along. So Dad's just gone to get new points, rotor arm and spark plug caps for the B81 engine with the Daimler Dart distributor. So we got some HT lead. The client's already bought a new cap and new like plugs for the cap. So what we're doing now is we're just putting the rocker assembly on, which is a bit of a nightmare being in half, just to get it all lined up. Anyway, but I'm not sure. It's a bit awkward to explain, but so for the front engine mount, the plate that holds the engine mount, it's a bit dark. Give me a sec. The plate that holds the front engine mount, it mounts on before the cog, the gear for the crank, for the cam, sorry. So you got to take the cam. You got to take the cam cog out for you to get that engine mount plate off, which is just a nightmare. So we was making a new plate, so that's not on. But I don't want to put this rocker assembly on and it push a valve. I'm not sure if they're interference. I don't think they are, but I don't want the risk of bolting that down and it pushing a valve into a piston, because I'm not sure if it's been turned over while that cog's been off. I don't think it has, but by the looks of that mark, it looks like it has. So I'm probably gonna have to just time it back up and then put the top of the assembly on, just in case it is actually an interference engine and it might just send a valve into a piston. I don't think it is, but just to be sure. There's the carbs on the nice manifolds that Lee's made. So yeah, it's just a quick update what we're doing on that. Got the front gear on now, so we know that that's fully timed up. So when the valve does push down on, well, this one's going to be pushing down when that whole assembly goes down. We know that it's not going to be interfering with the pistons. If it would come in interference anyway. What it also does though is we can now actually get it timed up, so we know when it's firing on what cylinder. So when Dad comes back with the distributor and the caps and everything, we can actually get it fully timed up, ready for when we have ignition and the front engine mount done. So that needed to be done just so we can make some progress now. So while we're still waiting for Dad, I'm just going to have a look at bolting down this rocker assembly. So yeah, that's all on. I'm just going to now turn the engine over until what I'm going to do is basically just turn it over until this first piston, the inlet valve's fully down. So then I know when it's cranking over and the piston's at the top, that's when it's just about to fire basically. So it's sucked it in on the downstroke, and then as it's coming back up, it's going to be compressing it, and then the spark plug's going to go off. So just so we know then that number 1 or 8, whichever way it goes, is going to be firing first, and then we can work backwards from that with the Distributor. So should be able to grab it from underneath, turn it. No, I would have said that was just right. Well, I need my phone to look down there, but my phone's recording, so great. But I think now it's going to be coming up on this piston. Right, okay, got a torch. But still. Right, well, this is saying right now that the piston's about to be at the top. So let me just run all the way through again until that's oh, you know what? I've been such an idiot. Let me just take all the plugs out. See if that's any easier. Killing my hands. Oh, that's so much easier. Right, so piston 1's coming up, valve's going up. So now, that should be coming up. About to be firing on the first piston. So we can end the rotor arm that way, well, whichever way we have most adjustment really, and then we can just make the leads go to number 1 and then work out what the firing order is and then go from there. But like I say, it's very difficult to look down the first bore and reach underneath and turn it over at the same time, so I'm just going to wait for Dad to come back so we can get that accurate. Just getting ready to put the HD leads on for this one because we thought it was just about to fire on this, and then when searching what the firing order was, it also said that the direction of rotation when you're looking at the engine from the front is clockwise, so it basically means I've just got it timed up the wrong way.
We need to check that with the starter as well.
Yeah, so yeah, so from the front it turns clockwise, so from the back it's the other way. So we've just got to run through it again and just make sure that we've got number 1 in the correct order. And then the firing order, for anyone who's curious, is 1, 6, 2, 5, 8, 3, 7, 4.
today's jobs, George has made these HT leads, which are just fantastic. Look, it's starting to look like an engine now, isn't it? So that's great. We're working on fuel pumps next. We're going to make a plate that comes around here that covers the wiring, and we're going to put 2 coils in here like a WO style spare coil. We've been stripping the back end down. These are an absolute nightmare. I don't know how many bolts I took out today. Jack slip, trapped my hand. But we're getting there. This will come off. Lee's making some big aluminium back plates so we can fit the WO Bentley Alphins. This is coming off. It's going to come off about there. We're going to make a nice brass Bentley fuel cap, because that's Rolls Royce with Derby. So next video will show us a bit further forward. Anything you need to say, George?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
So we're back on the Mark 6 special today. Just stripping down the front stub axles. So I'm gonna have to do the video on the other one, but it's just basically the 2 caps come off, the 1 nut and the lock tab comes off from there, and then you have to drive this down, the kingpin down, come out the bottom, because right now this is very not doing what it needs to. It needs to be able to turn, because obviously that's what the steering attaches to. There's loads of rust on the other side underneath. I've got all that out, you probably can't see, but all that was clogged up. It was like old grease, but it weren't grease, it was like a mixture of grease and rust, all crumbly. But I've just been running some WD through the top to get through the bearings, and then it runs through, and then I've just been heating it up through here to try and help it get through. And once I've been able to free it off a bit, I'll probably get a bar or something on this. We'll have a better chance of driving it out with like a brass drift. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Hopefully we'll get both of them done today, so we can think about either making new kingpins or buying some new ones, because Lee should be able to make some. And then hopefully we'll be able to get the front all mocked up, the front suspension and engine mounts. Lee's made this block, so where the other engine mount would be, that's going to go onto there. He's made that from steel, billet steel. And then Lee comes, once we've got the engine mounts welded to the side, Lee drills, he makes the hole inside these at the right angle that we can put some tubing in that basically mounts to the engine mounts. I'll try and get a video of what the other one's like in the back garage, because we did the same then. It's just the same principle, but this is a lower engine. So yeah, just a quick update on what we're doing with the stubs. So just with a big bar on now, we've got that turning all the way back and forth. So I'm going to give it some more heat in places and some more WD, and seeing if we can start knocking that down. Just a really quick note, if you are doing this while watching this video or taking notes, make sure you take that out before you start bashing the kingpin. You might need that. So I think it's for the grease. I don't know. Right, I'm going to try and record this now on, not time-lapse, but on just on thinking, speed it up. Because someone said before that they'd prefer to hear the sounds and stuff. Can't have the radio on because of YouTube. So, and this is probably going to fall over like 10 times because the bench moves. But yeah, okay. So, literally, as I said before, all we've got to do is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I suppose that middle one's got to come out for the greaser. the oiler. So yeah, just going to start off with them. Right. Just slip in it. I don't know why you can even see this. Is this complete failure? We're going to be fitting this with grease nipples anyway, but so that could just move out the way. These are 7/16, but I couldn't find a 7/16 socket for some reason. I've got a spanner, but they come out fairly easy. Yeah, the tripod that we've got, well, I broke the one, being stupid and heavy-handed. So right now it's taped to another one because we didn't have the right fitting to use. So it might look a bit slanted, or it might fall off like 7 times because the bench shakes when I'm hammering. I was hoping that they was going to come out the studs. Oh. Right, this stub, I don't know why, but this side's so much nicer than the other one. Yeah, and it's not full of grease. The other one was just packed up with like nasty old, like this. Nasty old grease mixed with rust. I don't think it's going to focus. But this one's really nice. Well, compared anyway. So that's the bottom of the kingpin. And now for this side. 1132. There's a spanner size if you're interested. Yeah, all these are really easy to come off. The other side, I wish I recorded stripping it down. The other side was bloody horrible. Just got to get that cover off. Right, where's the socket? I had the socket. Did I put it away? Right, I've lost the socket. The one that I need. Oh, okay. I haven't lost the socket. I remembered. I had it on the rattle gun. So, again, for anyone who's interested, the size is 5/8 BSF or 9/16 Whitworth. Just that. There's a lock tab that seems to have got stuck. Right, okay. Come up. Come up. For some reason, whatever, this lock tab isn't doing what it's supposed to do. It's got, the tabs haven't even been bent over. What's stopping that? Oh, and it's snapped. So I wonder if it's already been stripped down, because that lock tab, it's supposed to have a tab on the inside of this, and then these kneel over, but they haven't been bent. So, WD. This one hopefully won't be so bad, because it's actually turning a lot nicer. But I'm literally just going to fill this up with WD as I turn it, to let the WD run down the kingpin and anywhere that it can go. But looking at the last one, it looks like the bearing, it was coming out easy. It's the bottom piece where the kingpin is sitting in there. That seems to be the massive issue, but that should work its way down. But yeah, on the other one, I was filling this up with WD and it was sitting there for a couple of minutes and it was slowly soaking down. So yeah, just gonna give it a bit of heat. I'm not going to go crazy with the amount of heat. Just going to put some, just a little bit for now. And then, like I said in the other earlier in the video, if you can see that there is actually just a little like a little pin that, I don't know if it regulates the grease that goes in, and I'm not sure, but I'm gonna take that out. These studs last time wasn't in the way, so that's going to make it a little bit awkward. Oh, that's going to come out. So let's just... Going to slip on there. Right, so washer, right. Do it that way. Again, that was a lot easier than I'd expected it to be, so kingpin drops out the bottom. Like so. Right. See, that's so weird. Now this one's got like markings on it, like it's had like bearing pins. Please come out. So there's a little seal there you got to take out. Okay. So now we're left with just this. Oh, is that a bearing? Oh my god. So, okay, so in the video earlier on stripping the first one, it didn't actually look like it was a bearing because there's so much like nastiness in there. But because this one's a lot cleaner, it is actually a bearing. It's got loads of roller pins. I don't know what the bearing's called, I forgot, but they're just like straight pins that all sit in the bearing on the shaft. Okay, well, so it is a bearing. This one just knocks down, I'm imagining, quite easy on this one. Yeah. So there's like a little dust cover underneath, or grease cover. And then that comes out. And then just gonna get the bearing housing out for the bottom, like I did on the other one, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna be doing taper bearings, but I don't know for sure. It's pretty awkward. Little hammer. Okay, and there's the bottom one. This is just so much cleaner compared to that other side. Now I don't really know how this one's going to come out then, considering it is actually a bearing. I thought it was like a part of the forging or the casting, however it's made. I'm gonna say it pushes down. But I should probably be looking in the book to have a look at this, but by the looks of it, it's only a bit bright. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm definitely wrong. Okay, yep. So, does that mean it comes out this way? But there's nothing that looks like it's stopping it. Have a look at this side. Too big? Oh. Pretty perfect, that is me. Aha! So it does actually come out the bottom. I don't know if they're all going to try and fall out, so I'm going to be careful with that. So, yeah, that is pushed in from the top, no, sorry, the bottom, and you knock it back down through the top. But yeah, it's really difficult to see, but there's loads of little needles in there. But because it's not very clean, it's difficult to see. but most Mark 6s are going to be like this, even if they've been greased up, oiled up their whole lives. It's going to be not great, I would imagine. So yeah, just a, I don't know if this is going to be a separate video or it's going to be added onto another video, but that's just stripping down the front stub axle assembly, and obviously you can take them out and then that will come off as well. So yeah, there we go. Right. Okie dokie.